Metallica has stolen music from Megadeth. Oh, no. Dave Mustaine shares the details in a recent interview with Joe Rogan. Now, the chances are your music isn't even worth stealing. Sad but true. Fix this problem by signing up to my free Music Theory email newsletter. You get free tabs and tips from me, Mega Shred. Or you can go really deep and become a true music composition monster with my music theory course down below. All it costs is your soul. All right, let me get some WAP juice in me and we'll check out this interview with Dave Mustaine on Joe Rogan.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
I mean, you were successful early on in your life. Like, how old were you when you were in your first band?
Panic was the band before Metallica. And,
Panic.
And that was only for a short period of time. And
Never heard this
20
band.
when I was in Metallica. So I probably started when I was around maybe 17, 18.
But just
I don't know about you, but I was playing Sour Child of Mine and 035 wrong.
think of that. Just that statement. I was 20 when I was in Metallica. I mean,
Yeah, fuck you all.
that is crazy.
Dave had his act together.
I was 20 when I was in Metallica. That is a crazy statement. Because if you just think about the average 20-year-old's life and that this is, look at you guys, little babies.
Yeah.
So cute.
Oh,
That's amazing. Does that freak you out when you look at that?
No, it doesn't. It kind of...
But kind of a little.
There's some sadness.
Because of the way it went down with you guys?
Oh, I don't care about that. Because Cliff,
Oh.
yeah.
he's talking about Cliff Burton, the deceased bassist of Metallica, died in a bus accident at age 24, I think. This meme is great because it illustrates the brilliance of Cliff Burton. He bestowed his music theory knowledge on the rest of Metallica. Cliff Burton had a lot to do with the synthesis of classical music and metal. R.I.P. Let's continue.
Yeah. When you left Metallica,
Out of me, whack
and
juice.
Did you go right into Megadeth, or what did you do right after Metallica?
I think in my mind, I went right into Megadeth, but at the time, I was still kind of trying to, digest everything that took place.
Well, you were still only 20.
Yeah. But the thing that bothered me the most was I had all my music, and I left it behind, and I said, don't use my music, and of course they did.
Oh.
Despite Dave's wishes, Metallica still used his riffs and licks once he was kicked out of the band. During labor, the pain is so great that a woman can almost imagine what Dave Mustaine must have felt getting fired from Metallica. I know Dave downplays it in this video, but it must have been painful.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they used it on the first record. On the second record, there's parts of my music on a song on the third record. The solos on the first record are mine, except that they're just performed by Kirk, and close, but not the same.
How would you feel if someone took your intellectual property and claimed it as their own? This is a real problem in the artistic community. Most musical artists don't have any training in business, so they don't understand how to protect their ideas. Then before you know it, Lord Kirk Hammett comes along and he's stealing your solos. So you're telling me there's scales other than pentatonic? Maybe it was Dave Mustaine who taught Kirk those exotic/erotic scales.
He's not a bad guitar player.
Did you get royalties for that?
He's not a bad guitar player.
Most of them, yeah, but Kirk got my royalties for Metal Militia for many, many years, and, he has to see the check, so I know somebody saw that I wasn't getting paid.
Wow.
So there's the sadness and bitterness.
That's
bitterness.
difficult.
I'm over it.
A little upset.
It's just money. Like
Yeah.
you said.
It's just
at the
money.
End of the day, my happiness and my family, my wife and my children are more important to me than anything in this world. And I love our fans. I have so many things in this life that I'm happy about.
Sounds like Dave has a healthy perspective on this.
It's my family and obviously my relationship with God. I take that very, very personal. And I don't talk to people about it. I don't push.
Now here Dave Mustaine talks about his relationship with God. If I'm not mistaken, Dave Mustaine didn't used to be a Christian and then converted at some point. Dave Mustaine, 1985. Of course I'm going to write songs about murdering and mutilating people. 2010. I don't like songs that mention Satan. This is fairly common as people age. They tend to recant the extreme ideas of their youth. The problem is a lot of times Satan makes for better songs, though.
On him at all. It's my thing. And I just look at it like where I'm at right now. 20 in Metallica. And now look at me, I'm 60 in Megadeth. And
Mega Dave.
I'm a Grammy winner, I'm a New York Times best-selling author. All these things that if I was signing autographs the other day, Joe, and I had these boxes. There was 3,000 jackets I had to sign. And for a moment, I flashed back to elementary school when I was in front of the chalkboard. I swear to God, and I had to write. Did you ever have to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, that's tough.
And I don't know what brought that up, but I thought, oh my God, I can't even believe that. And thinking about where I'm at now today, and just how the slightest deviation from where I was going could have ended me up anywhere else in the world.
Now, Megadeth has a new album coming out next month. Metallica, of course, crushed it earlier this year with their Stranger Things appearance. The question is, will this new record by Megadeth be enough to push back on Metallica? What's your opinion on Metallica stealing music from Megadeth? What would you do in this situation, and do you think Dave Mustaine has been unfairly treated? You have to be at such a high level if you're playing in a band like Metallica at the age of 20, which says to me that Dave must have been addicted to playing guitar. Before and after, cocaine, alcohol, crack, guitar. That's the best addiction. Unless your fingers look like these, your music probably isn't worth stealing, though. To rectify that, sign up to my Patreon page below. All my courses, tabs, reaction video requests, and a direct line to me. Join my legion of metal brothers. You can post your own videos for feedback. It's about turning you into a god of guitar. I have the utmost respect for Lord Mega Dave. Both Megadeth and Metallica has paved the way for pretty much all of modern metal music. That being said, I'd love to see Dave come out with a reverse flying V or maybe a Hello Kitty strat. Now, take my hand. We're off to Never Never Land.